Welcome to the next installment in my video lecture series in economics. And in this particular video, I'm going to be going over price, income, and cross-price elasticity, And in particular, if you're given a linear demand function, how to calculate all of these price, income, and cross-price elasticity from the information that you're given in a linear demand function. So here we have a demand function for inkjet printers, where Q is equal to 1,000 minus 5P plus 10PX minus 2PZ plus 0.1Y. So it's a function of the price of inkjet printers, the price of good X, the price of Y, and income. And these are all given to you. P is equal to 80, PX is equal to 50, PZ is equal to 150, and Y is equal to 200. So all you need to do to move forward on this is, number one, you need to calculate the quantity. So you're going to take all of these numbers that you have for price, PX, price of X, price of Z, and income, and place them into the estimated demand function for inkjet printers. So we're going to be calculating what is the price elasticity of demand, what is the cross-price elasticity of demand with respect to commodity X, and what is the cross-price elasticity of demand with respect to commodity Z, and also the income elasticities. And as I previously stated, all we're going to do is place the information we were given about prices and income into the estimated demand for inkjet printers. So we put 80 in for P, 50 in for PX, 150 in for PZ, and 20,000 in for Y. We do that there, multiply that through, and if we solve, we get Q is equal to 2,800. So now that we have Q is equal to 2,800, we can calculate all of these. If we want to calculate the price elasticity of demand, that is the change in P over the change, it's the change in Q over the change in P multiplied by P over Q. As you remember from lecture, the change in Q over the change in P is just the coefficient on P in the estimated demand function. In this case, it's equal to 0.5. Price is given at 80, and we solve for 2,800. We calculate that, and we get the price elasticity of demand is equal to negative 0.143. We can do the same for the cross-price elasticity with respect to good X. The cross price is equal to the change in Q divided by the change in PX multiplied by PX over Q. The change in Q over the change in PX is the coefficient on PX in the estimated demand function, so it's equal to 10. We know that PX is equal to 50, and we know that Q is equal to 2,800. And we multiply that through, and we get that the cross-price elasticity with respect to commodity X or good X is equal to 0.179. We can do the same thing for commodity Z or good Z. We have the formula here. We have the price elasticity of demand for good Z is equal to the change in Q over the change in PZ, and that is multiplied by PZ over Q. Again, we know that the change in Q divided by the change in PZ is equal to the coefficient on PZ and the estimated demand function. It's negative 2. PZ is given at 150, and Q is equal to 2,800. We place those numbers into the equation and multiply through, and we get the cross-price elasticity for good Z is equal to negative 0.107. And finally, we can do this for the income elasticity. The income elasticity is equal, the formula for it is change in Q over the change in Y multiplied by Y over Q. We know that the change in Q over change in Y is just a coefficient on Y in the estimated demand function. We are given the change in Q over change in Y is equal to 0.1. Y is given at 20,000, and Q is equal to 2,800. So we put that information into the equation. We multiply through, and that gives us 0.714. So this was just, I thought, a good example of how to illustrate all of the elasticities that we talked about in class, the price elasticity, the cross-price elasticity, and the income elasticity of demand.